Hello and welcome back to War Sales, and we're here on the ship screen. Now, what we're going to do, and I'm hopeful that we're going to be able to kind of make ourselves the most efficient we can be. I've taken a look at the speed that we have got going on here, right? And yeah, okay. Basically, what we're having a bit of a problem with is that we just don't have enough troops, right? Obviously, I was kind of expecting to earn quite a lot of renown. I think we might even be close to the next clan tier. But even so, this ship right here, the Drakkar, has 106 maximum capacity, right? So I feel like we don't really need to worry about this too much. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to sell the Golden Ibis here, and that's going to give me another 18,000, which is pretty crazy if you think about it. Obviously, we are, as you see here, now over the carrying limit, which is indeed a bit of a problem. That's also the reason why I kind of thought maybe having two of those would be pretty helpful, because then it's going to give you more cargo capacity. So it could very well be that a better way to go about things would be to get some other trading vessels that are a little bit smaller. I mean, we've got this one. This is pretty... Wow, okay, hello. This is pretty large. It's not looking too bad, as you can see right here. These are 81,000 though, as you can quite clearly tell. These are extremely expensive, and well, I am probably not going to be getting them. Let's just say that I probably won't be. However, it's cool to know. It's cool to know. I'm definitely going to be looking out for more ships like this. Obviously, as I say, I think maybe we need more cargo capacity, so maybe getting a light longship that literally just needs a skeletal crew of 8 would probably be a good idea, because you can see here, we are very much over the carrying limit. So I don't know what we're going to do right now. Let's just go and take a look at the trade screen real fast, because what are we actually having here? I guess a bunch of horses, right? I guess a bunch of horses, because we don't really need all of this right now. I mean, you could see here the 2 different cargo capacities. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to get rid of a couple of these. Quite a few, actually, by the looks of things. But yeah, we are probably just going to get rid of quite a few, because they are indeed taking up a lot of space. And we probably want to get rid of some food as well. How are we doing? 53 days. Okay, 53 days. That should be absolutely fine. Okay, I'm just trying to keep ourselves as lightweight as possible. I think that seems pretty decent. And we should probably go to the town center, recruit some more people. Well, barely any people that I can recruit, unfortunately. Let's set sail and see what we can do now. All right, so we should go to Kuzate territory for sure. We should go to Kuzate territory. We should try and see what we can do. I need to make as much money as possible. So getting into getting into a battle against some sea raiders would probably make sense, considering they usually have about 3 ships. If they have 3 ships and we can adequately capture them and then go to Argeron, which is literally right next door, I mean, how can we say no, right? That is going to be exceptional. It's probably going to be one of the best things we can do. So yes, I have one with you, pirate. Okay, let's do this. Okay, yeah, so they have 3 ships, as you can see right there. So this is going to be maybe a little bit dicey. Not sure how it's going to go, really, but very much hoping we're going to be okay. We've got a lot of very, very good troops, and obviously we're going to be moving very, very quickly in this case. Yeah, I actually have about the same perks now. Ooh, we can actually use... Oh, look at this, look at this. Wait. No, I actually did this wrong. There we go. All right. Let's put the sail down. Yes, we can put the sail down. And I think, yeah, someone actually mentioned, can you customize? I think you actually asked the question in the comments. Can you customize your sails? I'm actually going to be taking a look at that, because I think there's a wide variety of different sails you can use. Is that just me that I imagine that? Maybe I imagined it. I'm not sure. But what I am going to try to do... No, I shouldn't try to do that, should I? I was actually thinking, you know what? Let's go for a ram here. But you know what? No. I don't think that's worth it. That's literally just going to hurt us in the long run, because first of all, we're going to have to repair our ship even more, and second of all, we're going to lose a load of the other opposing vessels, and we can't loot them then. We can't claim ownership over them and actually do something with them, nicely. So we're just going to raise the sails now. We're going to go for a boarding action on this one. I'm going to try to ram them a little bit, I guess. I wasn't really attempting to do that, but, why not? If you're, when in Rome, as they say, Okay, so let's just... Ooh, hello. Okay, be a bit careful here, shall we? Nice damage. Nice damage. Can I get some more of that, please? Yes. Yeah, now these are the kinds of thrown weapons that I really, really love. They literally will just one-shot most of the time. And obviously, if you hit your own troops in the back, that's also absolutely fantastic. Probably one of the best things you can do, because not a lot of people know this, but if you actually hit enemies in, well, shall we say, hit your allies in the back and hit enemies in the back at the same time, you actually do get an experience bonus. I'm obviously joking. Yeah, don't hit your own people. You know, that's just one of the things that I tend to do. Oh, we are getting so much experience right now. Let's actually go for it. Yeah, these guys are obviously going to start transferring onto this ship. We're going to have to... Wait. Let me actually see what I can do here. I'm just going to tell them to charge. Let's try to just put my shields up real quick. Mr. Cow Thief is going to be getting his Mariner skill leveled up quite dramatically as well, which is very nice to see. And maybe I can do some damage around the side here. Yes. There we go. Kill that guy. There we are. And now we can try to... Wow. There's a lot of people on this vessel. That's all I can say. There's a lot of people. We're all just stuffing ourselves in here like sardines. It's absolutely insane. Okay, now, yes, yeah, now we can move. Now we can move. Perfect. Okay, I'm just going to go on here real fast. See if we can maybe flank around a little bit, even though it's not really necessary. I mean, you can see here we're absolutely slaughtering them. Not really much to worry about. These fellows are obviously going to be coming in now. I can probably attack them with some thrown weapons, or maybe not, as the case may be. Oh, 90 damage, not too bad, I guess. Oh, that was a lot better. Oh, hello. Are you an enemy? Oh, you are. Okay, well, you're... He's gone now. He's gone now. And, yeah, for me personally, this is such a... I don't know. I feel like it's very, very fun. Can I jump? Look at that. I could actually jump on it without having a little bridge thing. Oh, that's great. I love that. That means that there is a semblance of freedom. You don't actually need one of those little hook things. So you don't need to actually do that to get into a situation where you can jump on or do something like that. That's wonderful. Love that. That is very, very fun. Okay. So yeah, apart from that, we're good. Look at that. We managed it. Look at that. Okay, so we did actually take pretty significant casualties. Most of them were sturgeon recruits, though, so I don't think we really need to worry about that too much. No, we don't really need to worry about that at all. However, I am going to need to get more troops. Yes, I will need to get more troops. That is going to be a bit of a problem. I am going to probably go to... Well, we're right next to Argoron, so I guess I will get some Imperial recruits, or I'm just going to get as many people as I can here. That's pretty much how it goes. Oh, as you can see, we can get only 2 of these. Okay, yeah, so that was the issue, I think. That was the issue before. They were too damaged, I think. I think they're too damaged. I'm actually not entirely sure, but we're right next to Argoron, so hopefully we'll be able to go in there before they get destroyed or anything. And we can just go straight on in and sell them immediately. And these guys are going to sell for pretty decent. I mean, look, 2,600, and this obviously sells for an insane amount. Can we actually tell what its HP is at? Because I know that this is capacity now. This bar at the bottom there is capacity. Isn't that true? I think, isn't it? See, that's the thing. I'm not entirely sure. It doesn't actually say here how much. I mean, it as you can quite clearly tell, it is very damaged. You can see that on the sail as well. You can see that it's completely and utterly, destroyed. So yeah, we're just going to be selling that as well. And do we have something that we can upgrade here? We might be able to upgrade. Let's actually do that. Yeah. So no, it doesn't seem as though you can customize the sails that much, as far as I can tell. That's what it seems like, at least for me right here. Yeah. Yeah, no. This is all not available in the settlement anyway. The question is, can I buy ships? What kind of ships can I buy here? Because people said that Empire have really, really good ships. Apparently, this one doesn't. Okay. This town has nothing. This town has no ships whatsoever. Okay, for some reason, every single time I go to one of these places, they don't have any recruits. It's very, very strange. Anyway, several of your newer recruits approach you. Your Nord Huskar have been demanding the freshest cuts of meat and highest quality bread from your stores, letting them make do with gristle and stale crusts. Okay. The veterans say that this is the privilege of experience, and that it will motivate your recruits to improve themselves. Okay, so let's have a look here. What are we going to get? Lose one fish? Yeah, we'll just do this one. Tell your men that they have all earned the right to your esteem, and break out an extra ration of fish to show your appreciation. I mean, literally, lose one fish? Does that matter? No, not really. So there we go. Yeah, I like increasing reputation, increasing a little bit of morale as well. I mean, we lose one fish. I mean, come on now. That's not really going to do much. Okay, so I'd love to be able to return over to Throndalag. I might actually just go... I could go over to Diathma as well. You know, actually, I really want to get more troops, so I think I may even, in fact, I might even just go and stop off at a village or two. I don't really want to do that because I like being on the ocean waves. I like actually having the opportunity to prey upon any merchant convoys that are nearby. Oh, what is this? There's like, there are like no recruits anywhere. I don't know where have they gone? I have no idea. But we are actually moving very, very slowly. Oh yeah, it's probably because of the well, it's because of the forest first of all, but it's also because of the fact that we do have some prisoners. So we can recruit these guys. Do the Imperial Archers actually go into anything that we can use? No, they do not. Okay, so I will just get the recruits over here. The archers are not going to get any kind of bonus on the ocean waves, so I'm not going to do that. It would be nice if we could just maintain our mariner superiority, as it were. That's definitely going to be the way to go. So otherwise, let's see. Nope, they still don't have any. Wow. Okay, that's actually pretty crazy. Anyway, we do have 150 in mariner now, so let's actually choose something. Yeah, as I said, I personally think that Shattering Blow is absolutely crazy good. Plus 50% armor penetration. I mean, come on, that is so amazing. We are definitely going to take that. And athletic skill, obviously, that is going to increase our endurance as well, which is even better. That is so fantastic. What we're going to do, I think, with our attribute point, I'd like to increase roguery skill more, but I don't think that's really necessary right now. I think one of the main things that is really, really necessary is increasing our endurance. So we're going to do that because we've already gained another point in endurance. Obviously, that doesn't show up just yet, but we've gained that from this just now. And so now we have 6. We technically have 6 endurance, which is really, really nice. And I think what we're actually going to do... Should I go for another point in one-handed, or should I go for another point in athletics? The question is, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what we should really go for here. Because athletics, if I do that, we can get closer to getting Mighty Blow, which is absolutely insane. Or we could get, well, Prestige, obviously, is very, very useful. We have Unwavering Defense. Unwavering Defense would be absolutely crazy good. I'm thinking Unwavering Defense actually right now. So I think we're going to just level up our one-handed skill here. I do need to get another point in Vigor as well. That's definitely going to make a big difference. But all in due time, I guess. Okay, so we're going to be fighting some Corsairs here. Now, this is a completely new enemy type as far as I'm aware. I don't actually know what they have. I do know for a fact that they have 4 ships. Yes, 4 ships. So this is going to be very, very interesting. I'm not sure if we're... Wait a minute. Oh, no, wait. They only have 3? Oh, I see. Okay, hilarious enough, when I first saw them, they had 4 ships. So basically what has happened to them is, I think, one of their ships was destroyed. I think one of their ships was destroyed through, I don't know, just random damage on the ocean waves, maybe? That seems to be the case. I've come into Khuzait territory. Unfortunately, I was looking for merchant convoys, but for some reason, there are none. There are none in this area. So, unfortunately for me, I am going to have to... Well, I'm going to have to, I don't know, do something else to try and find some merchant convoys, especially from the Khuzait. That's going to be a bit of an issue. I'm going to try to ram this guy. As you might expect, I am trying to do that. What? We got no damage? Really? That felt like damage to me, but apparently not. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I thought that was 100% going to be damage. Okay, well, let's just do this. Oh, the damage, actually. The damage from our melee is absolutely staggering. Look at that. I can literally just go straight through these guys now and just do so much damage just purely because of that wonderful... I mean, we were already doing really, really big damage beforehand, but this is even better now because we have more armor penetration, don't we? We have more armor penetration for our people. Oh, look at this guy. He's coming in. Oh, no. I'm jumping in there with them. This is bad. Hello. Okay, you know what? Oh, I can't jump on the edge there. Oh, this is bad. Okay, hello. Okay. Oh, dear. This might be an issue. I'm just gonna put my shield up. Just gonna put my shield up. I'm just gonna have to wait until my forces do some. Are they actually gonna do something? Are they actually gonna use their hooks and things like that to come over here? Because otherwise we're gonna be in a bit of a spot of bother, and we're not gonna be able to. Gonna jump over here. You know what? I'm gonna jump off. Yes. Okay. Fine. I'll just jump off because they're gonna just leave me now. Okay. There we go. Okay. Now I can. Now I can just attack them. That is great. Okay. Wait. Let me just jump off again. There we go. Okay. The AI is like, what do I do? What am I doing here? Yes, I am murdering them. There we go. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Okay, let's jump off again. There we go. Okay, this seems to be this seems to be working quite nicely so far. Unfortunately, my forces are not doing a particularly good job of. Oh, I just got headshot. Yes. Oh, my forces are not doing a particularly good job of coming over when I need them to do that. Oh no, my forces have fallen in. Look at that. They all fell in because of this other ship. It's absolute chaos. It is absolute chaos. Thankfully, we are going to achieve victory in the end here. I mean, very clearly we are going to achieve victory, but we are going to lose a handful of people because they are in the water at the moment, potentially. Or maybe not. Oh no, maybe not. Okay, no, we're absolutely fine. Oh, were those my people all along on that ship over there? Okay, that's kind of weird. Anyway, there we go. We did get 4.6. Wow, only 4.6 renown. I was kind of hoping for a little bit more than that. Oh, well, never mind. Funnily enough, as I said, my ram did basically no damage. I'm actually a little bit weirded out by that. I'm not entirely sure why it did 0 damage, but I guess we're going to figure that out as time goes on. I mean, literally, look, we've got some more Corsairs here. The question is, do we actually want to fight these guys? As you see, they have 4 ships. They have Corsairs across the board in terms of unit type. I'm not sure if it's really necessary for me to even go in here, or shall we say desirable to go in here. Because if we head in, you know what's going to happen? Well, not much. That's the thing. We didn't have the opportunity to capture any of their ships, by the way. Did you notice? We didn't get the ship capturing screen or anything like that. So me being over here, not particularly useful. So I think what we're going to do is let's actually just take a quick look along here. Okay. So we could go over there to Hargard, and I think that might actually make sense. Because if we go over there, that is going to possibly give us access to more convoys. I mean, you can see there's a load of caravans running around on the land here, but there aren't too many merchant convoys on sea, at least from where we are right now. Maybe what we need to do is we need to go onto the actual ocean waves themselves. That may, in fact, be the key to finding them. All right, so yeah, we're just gonna repair this, right? Just gonna repair this. Let's take a look and see if there is anything else here. I mean, you could see here, yeah, the NARs are the way to go if you want cargo capacity, because you see here, they literally have cargo capacity of 3,000. They're very, very cheap to run as well. You only need 6 people on them. So I think in general, if we really, really badly need cargo capacity, which I personally feel like we might need if we're going to be attacking a merchant convoy, this only requires 6 people. It is 12,000 though, and I'm not sure if I don't know whether I really want to do that just yet. I think we're going to leave it for a little bit longer, and we're just going to recruit. I actually already did that. Never mind. I was actually thinking to myself, I'm going to recruit some people. No, I actually already did that. My bad. I forgot. Okay, so we're just going to sell all of this. Another 7,000. Pretty nice. Okay. Yeah. No, and we have 28 days worth of food. Is that enough? Is that enough? Not really. What about 39 days? No, let's just increase that a little bit more. Thank you very much. Okay, so the question remains... Oh, wait a minute. Let's see here. As you prepare to leave, a delegation of townspeople approach you. A group of lepers has encamped before the walls, and they beg passers-by for alms. The townspeople are worried that they might spread the disease and, at any rate, are frightening away potential customers. Okay, so tell the townspeople that heaven wishes to test their compassion and that they should treat the lepers with kindness. Let's actually have a look and see what we do here. Decrease prosperity, yeah, increase relationship with notables. Ooh, okay. Increase reputation for being merciful. Give the lepers some money and food on the condition that they try to find a more welcoming town somewhere else. Okay, so I'm going to select this just purely because from a roleplay perspective, this is what I would like to do. This is generally my idea for what I would like to do as a character. But if I were to play this in a min max sort of way, then I would do this. I would drive the lepers away, telling them that they must have sinned grievously to be so afflicted. It's obviously not their fault, and it has nothing to do with that. But what I'm saying is, this increases the relation with notables in Hargard by 10, which, from a gameplay perspective, is much more useful than increasing your reputation for being merciful and calculating. That does not matter. But from an RP perspective, that is what I'm going to be doing. And there is actually a tournament here. And I'm thinking, you know what? Shall we do the tournament? I feel like maybe we should. It just depends. Is there? It's a sword. I'm not a terribly. Is that the sword? I think that is the sword. I'm not a terribly big fan of that sword, to be honest, and it doesn't really do much for us. As in, it doesn't really give us much. I guess we could sell it for a relatively decent amount. So maybe it's an idea for us to go for it like that. We're going to be going for lead by example, by the way. 5% experience to troops in your party after battle, plus 5 starting battle morale to troops in your party. That's just fundamentally just great. It just works, the whole time. It's one of those perks that's just generally good. Okay, so we'll go in. Why not? We'll go into the tournament. We'll have have a little bit of fun. Have a little bit of fun with this. And yes, you can see here, it is a good sword. Don't get me wrong. It's a pretty good sword. It does 78 swing damage, and it is a one-handed, so it's pretty decent. Now this is okay. Wait a minute. They're giving me a polearm. Nice damage. Okay. Yeah, I'm not too bad with a spear now in regards to infantry combat. I used to be much, much worse, and I am actually still pretty terrible, but it is going to be a lot easier for us to potentially... okay, fine. I will just get out my shield then. Apparently I'm going to have to do that. I was thinking, oh, I'm going to get some easy polearm skill. No, that doesn't seem to be the case. Oh, we should probably help out our friend there. We're going to have an issue or two. Potentially. Nice damage. Okay, can we... Oh, I'm getting shot in the back. Oh, okay. Hello. Well, that's not very nice of you, sir. Okay, I'm gonna try to murder. Oh, okay. He had my number right there. He had my number. I thought to myself, oh, yeah. Gonna just bring out my polearm, go for the nice little head thrusts, But no. He's like, nah, I'm not gonna allow you to do such a thing, sir. And yes, he actually prevented us. Very, very well done indeed. And there you go. Nice polearm skill for us right there. Obviously, I don't really... Do I have a focus point in it at all? I don't think so. So it's probably not even going to be really necessary for us to do that. These guys are literally just falling before us really, really easily. Oh, these polearms do so much damage. It's really, really pretty fun. All right, here we go. 1 versus 1, Sisterhood follower. We got a... Wow, okay, they gave me a one-handed. Going to be pretty easy. Shouldn't have too many worries about that. We could go for a kick. Yeah, that didn't really do much, as I thought. Yeah, usually, that kind of stuff never really helps me for some reason. I don't know why. I probably just have the timing off or something, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, we can actually thrust with this polearm too, which is pretty cool. So, yeah, I could do that, but no, there's no real need. Oh, nice blocking, actually. I was going to say dodging, but nice blocking by that fellow there. Anyway, we did survive, of course. I mean, it's a tournament. We're not going to have too many issues winning a tournament at this point. Obviously, earlier on, we were definitely going to have some issues, but... Yeah, not so much. As you can see, yeah, we can actually sell this for 1,600, which is actually pretty nice. I don't really see the point in keeping it, and we will just set sail. Now, the question is, can we go around? No, we cannot. I was kind of hoping that this river here would lead around and come back in here, but obviously that's not how it goes. So we are going to have to head back into open waters, and, well, Hopefully we can find a convoy there. You can see here, there is a convoy here, but this is obviously from the Nords, and I don't really want to fight the Nords if at all possible, because I am using a lot of their troops. And I'd like to try and I like to try and avoid that if at all possible. Pole arms that can dismount, ignore 25% dismount resistance on attacks against cavalry. Generally, this is probably what we're going to be taking here, because even though I'm not really going to be using a pole arm that much, if I am going to be using one, then that is the most useful perk we can take at that level. And apparently, what? Okay, apparently there may have been some prisoners that wanted to join us, but we've already sold them, I believe. So there you go. All right, so we're going to move back to open waters, and we'll see if we can find some convoys. That's going to be our, I think, maybe our bread and butter. We could go for some more fights against sea raiders and try to capture their ships. All right, so I just want to give you a small update on what's going on because it's been about half an hour since the previous cutaway. Now, basically what happened was I updated to the new branch and, well, let's just say it's not save game compatible. I did not realize that at the time. But now I have rolled back. I've rolled back to the previous version, so I'm now playing a little bit to sort of catch up because I had to load a very, very previous save, like a while ago. And so you're seeing me now where my character used to have, what was it, 150 Mariner skill? And this particular character that you're seeing right in front of you, he has 90. Yeah, he has 90. So we're going to have to fight a huge amount and try to, get back to where we were. Which is, I wouldn't say too bad, because actually, I have a great deal of fun playing this, so I don't really mind. However, I just wanted to give you an update on that, just so you'd know exactly what's happening here. And indeed, as you see here, we're fighting some more Nord raiders. And yeah, we are, well, sea raiders, shall we say. And we are actually going to try, if we can, to just get so much Mariner skill that they won't even know what's happening. They won't even know what's happening. So we are hopefully going to be able to get back there, because having, what was it now, 50% additional armor penetration, that is just incredible. I mean, look at how much damage we're doing in comparison now. It's much, much less, isn't it? I wish this guy would just let me do damage. That's literally all I need right now. I just need you to let me deal some damage, sir. Thank you. Okay, there we go. That's very nice. Yes, great. That's perfect. Wonderful, wonderful. Yes, yes. Look at my Mariner skill. It's literally leveling up so fast. Love it. And can we do that? There we go. Okay. And is that it? Yes, yes. We've just got a handful of people. Oh, no. That fellow just fell in. Well, that's not very good, is it? Okay, yeah, we got some... No! Oh, no. Don't die now. Don't die now. Yes, you leveled. Very nice. Good work, poor guy. Yes, okay, now we can maybe do some damage to this guy, and these fellows are going to be doing some damage to us. Hopefully I can kill this. He's literally just standing there. There we go. That was a nice headshot. Okay, can we actually deal with him? Nice. Wait a minute, they're all trying. They're all trying. All I have to do is wait here and just murder them when they try to detach their ship. That is hilarious. Wow, that was actually extremely, extremely good. Look at that. Look at how effective that was. That was very, very funny. All right, so I believe we are indeed victorious, and we just need to wait a little bit for this fellow to succumb to his wounds, and there we have it. I believe that's it, isn't it? No, we have one person. Where is he? Oh, he's over there. Oh, I see. What are you planning on doing, sir? What are you planning on doing? You're literally by yourself. There we go. Okay, nice. Okay, so we literally lost 0 people. Actually, very, very surprising there. Anyway, we have 6 renown right now. I'm actually not entirely sure. Like, as I say, I don't know where we are in terms of clan tier. So we're going to be taking a look at that in just a second. I, by the way, did get this piece of armor from an auto-resolve. I know, an auto-resolved battle against some Nords that I had. And I was like, oh, really? Wow, that's actually super, super nice. So I was very, very pleased to get that. Obviously, as I said before, everything has gotten rolled back quite significantly, so I am going to have to do a little bit of catch up. But that's just how it is. You know, it's not a particularly big idea or a bad idea for me. Okay, so as you can see, land capacity has been exceeded because I actually did get rid of a lot of my horses, because I actually thought initially that I was going to be doing a bit more on land than I was, or shall I say, than I ended up doing. And so as a result, I was kind of thinking, oh, yes, I need horses. You know, I need horses to be able to sustain us for, you know, what we're going to be doing on land. But no, I am just literally on the waves at the moment. And we obviously still did attack the Khuzait. We still attacked them. So we are still independent. We are not a mercenary anymore or anything like that. And of course, we're going to be taking Enemy of the Wood here. And we're going to be taking, let's see. Yeah, I think Core is actually pretty good there. Oh yeah, I do have a focus point to spend. We'll probably just put that in one-handed. I don't know. It's gone all the way back, as I say. Now, what I'm going to do is I will be just going over to Balgard. I'll be selling whatever ships I have, if I actually still have ships, because I think, yeah, some of them, as you can see, are very, very low in HP. I'm not sure if they're going to survive all the way there, but whatever the case, I'm going to just sell them. You're going to get to see how much cash we're going to make from that, and then I'm going to cut away, and I'm going to just try to catch up as much as possible, and we'll see where we get to in that time. I'm going to try to be as fast as I can, obviously. And yeah, oh yeah, by the way, I am actually running around with a NAR this time, because I personally feel like that the increase for capacity, for cargo capacity, I think that's actually really, really worth it. I don't know about you, but I personally really, really like being able to run around with slightly more loot than 1600 or 1400 or whatever it is, and I personally really, really like that. I think it makes a huge difference to how effective we're actually able to be. Anyway, we're just going to get rid of this. Let me actually just see if there's anything here that I really want to go for. Yes, here we go. I want some proper harpoons, so I'm literally just going to buy these harpoons, even though they are going to... Oh, large bag of harpoons. Oh, I should probably use those instead, shouldn't I? Okay, yeah, and then we're just going to give this guy our old harpoons, because he's going to do a great job using them, I think. He's probably going to be very, very good with them. And otherwise, what do we have? Do we have anything amazing here? Whoa. Wow. Okay. Barghast's Great Axe is very, very nice. We also have this. Ooh, hello. Oh, yes. I think I will probably purchase... I think I'll probably purchase that. That does 83 damage. 83 damage. How can I say no to 83 cutting damage? That is amazing. Okay, yeah. So we can just otherwise get rid of all of this. There we go. Okay. So now we have 81,000. We have 2 ships, which I think is pretty good, considering one of them literally only requires 8 troops. And otherwise, I'm going to try to find some convoys. I'll try to show you the convoy fights, because we haven't really done too many of those. And otherwise, I'm just going to focus on Sea Raiders. Okay, so it's only been about 10 minutes, actually, hilariously enough. And for some reason, the area here between Balgard and Throndalag, these 2 towns have had so much Sea Raider activity, it's actually kind of staggering. So much so that I have been able to capture multiple ships over and over again, and I've even been able to level up clan tier. So now we are clan tier 2, I think it is, clan tier 2, clan tier 3. I'm actually not entirely sure. All I know is that we've increased our maximum army capacity to 100. So that's actually very, very nice. And indeed, that is making a huge difference to us. I haven't really fought that much, as in, I haven't personally gone into these battles. Because obviously it took 10 minutes, right? Like, all of that stuff, all of that progression is only going to take 10 minutes if you're auto-resolving. Otherwise, you're going to be fighting, and, you know, you're going to have these sequences right here, and that's going to take 10 minutes alone, or 5 minutes at the very least. And so we're going to see if we can actually level up our one-handed a little bit more. Obviously, I do have that new axe that we upgraded ourselves with, which is really going to make a huge difference. I actually very much... Okay, here we go. Bear in mind that the new update, by the way, the new update that I rolled back from, it does have some amazing features. Basically, the features are just really, really good. Things that allow you to take over your soldier after you die. After your character dies, you can take over other soldiers, as far as I'm aware. You know, stuff like that. It really has some incredible things. I obviously am not going to be using that right now because it does require a new save, which I don't really want to do because I am just having way too much fun. And I don't really want to, you know, start from zero again. I technically could just go through, you know, enhance up aggression artificially if we wanted to, but generally I feel like I like this character too much, I feel, right now. It's just too much fun. Okay, we're going to tell our forces to charge in, might as well. And I'm going to see if I can maybe get a little bit more experience here. Okay, come on now. Oh. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh no, everyone's here and everyone's dying and it's all terrible and everyone's not doing very well here. Okay, here we go. Now I can just climb on here. Now we can maybe... Yes, we can come in from the side here. For some reason, I feel like my old axe was doing more damage. Is that just me? No, there we go. There's the damage. That's what we like to see. And as you can tell, I'm already almost at 150 Mariner skill once again. So it doesn't really even take that long to get to where we were before. I'm actually very surprised that I was actually able to get back to this so quickly because the save game, as I say, the autosave that I had to load was really very far back. So I'm actually quite impressed, surprised, you know, very relieved that that is indeed the case. Okay, there we go. Very nice indeed. All right. So apart from that, look at this. We've got 4 ships that we can take. Oh yeah, by the way, I have something to tell you about the Drakkar. The Drakkar at the moment is a medium class ship, but in the new version, it is a heavy class ship. And that means a huge amount when it comes to auto-resolving. Auto-resolving, heavy ships gain an advantage, and light ships gain a disadvantage. So, you know, auto-resolving with a heavy ship is definitely the way to go. Obviously, I don't have that at the moment, so I won't be able to really take advantage of it, because it's technically still a medium ship, but you get my point. We're going to just sell that as well. There you go. We got another 24,000, if you can believe it. Yeah, really crazy. Okay, so we can do that. Now we can just go here, sell all of this stuff once again. Very nice. I haven't actually, for some reason, got my hands on any of the convoys. I don't know what it is, but convoys are, for some reason, extremely rare from the Crusade. I don't know whether they just don't tend to... Maybe they don't tend to focus on on naval stuff, because I mean, as I said before, they cannot take their horses, they cannot use their horses. I mean, they can take them obviously, but they're not really going to be that useful on the ocean waves. So yeah, it is going to be a little bit dicey for them, I suppose. But yeah, otherwise we have 96 people now. We're at clan tier 2, as you can see, and we're going to need another 200 renown to be able to get there. That's actually fine. I don't think we're going to have too many problems with that. However, we are going to need to progress quite dramatically in regards to our own army. We need our army to be exceptionally strong, and I think we're going to have to get probably clan tier 3 before we do anything else. Okay, so, I just have something to show you right here. This is actually pretty crazy. Yes, we have this. It is the Righteous Triumph, and this is a heavy ship, as you can quite clearly tell here. This is actually pretty crazy. So, for me personally, I feel like I probably want to buy this. This is in Zionica, by the way. This is pretty much the only ship that I can see right here. I would like to get it. I mean, look at how... Wow, this looks majestic. This looks way too majestic for me, but yeah, sure. Let's do it. There you go. We bought it. And now, what are we going to do with it? Well, we have a huge amount of different things that we can do with it. Look at this. You can literally put ballistas. Yes, you can literally put ballistas on this thing. Throws a heavy iron shot. Excellent at dealing damage to ships. Reinforced forecastle. Forecastle? That's not how you say it, right? Protects troops and strengthens the hull at a cost of additional weight. Barracks allows more crew on board. Crew capacity, 20% increase. That sounds pretty good. Unfortunately, I'm not sure which ones can burn sails and light ships. Effective against crews. I mean, I kind of want that, don't I? We kind of want this, don't we? Wait, what are we currently using? We're using this. It protects troops and strengthens the hull at a cost of additional weight. Barracks allows more crew on board. I kind of want the crew on board, though, don't we? Instead of a ballista? Or do we want the ballista? Is the ballista fun? I'm going to go for a fire ballista, I think. I think a fire ballista is probably going to be more fun for us, don't you think? I don't know. Let's see, what else can we go for here? Okay, let's go for the battlements with barracks. We could go for the reinforced battlements with barracks. That's going to cost us even more. I guess we'll just go for the maximum upgrade. And then we can go for a heavy reinforced ram. Wait. What's our weight right now? Minus 2%? Oh, that doesn't really matter, does it? That doesn't really matter. I mean, here's the thing. If we go for this, it increases our weight even more in comparison to the other, in comparison to the ballista. Oh, okay. You know what? We should probably do this, shouldn't we? Wait, no, that's 27% additional crew. That's really nice. 27% additional crew. Do we even need that? We don't even need that right now, do we? Very effective against crews. Let's go for the fire pot ballista. Yes. Okay, fine. I'm going all over the place because I'm excited, okay? Let's go for this. What do we have? Oh, we just had this before, and now we have this, which provides us with additional ship hit points. So we literally have a ram now. A very, very good-looking ram by the looks of things. Okay. Oh, we need this too. Oh, why is it like this? Why is it like this? Why is it so... Why is there so many good things? Okay. This is very, very frustrating now because it's just too good. There are just too many really, really fun things to take. And I'm having a... I'm having a difficult time here. All right. Let's just see what we can go for here. What's this? Cotton sails? Sail rotation speed? What does that do? I don't know. Lighter and easier to... Ooh. Nice. I think I kind of have to go for that, don't I? I think I kind of have to go for that. Literally, you could just take this. These things do nothing from a gameplay perspective, but they look amazing. So, I'm happy with that. We don't have any of these right now. These are not unlocked. I actually don't know what that... I don't know what that means. I'm not sure what we're going to have to do to unlock those things, but yeah. Okay. I'm going to sell the Drakkar because we're not going to be using that anymore. So I'm going to sell this. Boom, boom. We will be keeping the Nar, I guess? Yeah, we will be keeping the Nar, I think, because our cargo capacity is currently over that, so yeah. Let me actually just see for a real quick second, because I do have some things that I can potentially sell. So let me actually just get rid of all of this stuff. There we have it. Okay, so, okay, yeah, we got loads of things, actually. Okay, I don't even know where I got all this stuff from. I guess I didn't fight any convoys. Kind of strange. All right, let's get rid of this. Okay, get rid of the sheep as well. How are we doing? 51 days worth? I think that's decent. We do need to get some better armor, by the way, but don't worry. This is what we're currently wearing. It's okay. You know, it's not super, super bad, but right now I'm just trying to survive because, I mean, you can see here, our current wages are about 1,100, which is not so bad when you have 170,000 or something, but now when you have about, what, 40? Yeah, it is a little bit of an issue. So I'm thinking we're probably going to be purchasing some stuff quite soon. Should I buy this? Yeah, let's just buy this. There we go. It's a little bit of an extra, benefit. I don't really want to spend any more money, to be honest. Okay. Okay. Let me see. I don't have the ability to field anymore. I don't think because we're obviously like this. So okay. Now what we're gonna do, and this is gonna be a funny thing. We're actually going to attack the Western Empire. I know, we just bought a ship from them, but we are going to attack the Western Empire or the Southern Empire. It very much depends, because at the moment, as you can see, there are many, many vassals around here. There are quite a few vassals around here that could actually provide us with some very nice cash and or potentially capturing their vessels at the same time. And I'm thinking, that is probably a good idea, don't you think? I think that's probably a good idea. This is probably the best area so far that I found in war sales to gather renown and to gather money and all this wonderful stuff. So yeah, I think it is actually very, very good. You can see here we can fight these Corsairs right now. I'm literally just going to go in for the auto-resolve here, and we are just going to see what we can get from this. Yeah, these javelins are not that good. Okay, there we go. Nice boots. Nice new boots. And I think they're all wearing relatively good boots, so we don't really need anything here. Oh, she's wearing something better there. A pirate axe, not going to be particularly useful. And as you can see, our capacity has already been exceeded a little bit. And there you go. As you can see, we can get all of these. I don't know what these are going to sell for, but we're right next to Sanala, so I might as well go in and see. We need to make some cash, so let's have a look. Okay, here we go. We could sell them for 3,000. Yeah, 3,000, 3,800, and 8,000. That's actually really, really nice. So pretty happy with that. Let's repair all of our ships while we're at it. And there we have it. Okay, so let's move on. And I am, as I said, I am probably going to be attacking the Western Empire. I feel like they have a really nice amount of people in and around this area. And I think that's probably going to be the way to go. So, oh, I don't want to go into the... I don't want to go into the storm. Hilariously enough, if you go into the storm, as you can see, your HP starts to go down relatively quickly. So if you can avoid that, then, you know, by all means, do. Okay, here we go. This is pretty nice. Let's attack the Western Empire. We are pirates, after all. We are attempting to be pirates now, so we will be declaring war against them. I will not go into an auto-resolve, even though an auto-resolve would probably be completely fine, but I want to see what our new ship is all about. Because, of course, we have a ballista now. We have a fire pot ballista. I am extremely excited about this. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so I'm not going to put the Nar out or anything like that, but yes, here we go. Okay. Okay, so wait a minute. I can actually... Look at what I have available. Oh, yes. I can literally go on this anytime I want. Okay, that is amazing. I love that functionality. That is very, very fun. Okay. Yeah, well, I mean, I need to wait a little bit, you know, I need to wait a little bit until we can get there, and the ballista is at the front. There is actually someone on that. They're using it! I'm actually surprised. I thought it was only me that was able to use it. Okay, that's amazing. Did they hit anyone? No, they didn't hit anyone, of course. They have 19 shots. You better hit someone. If you don't hit anyone, then you are an imbecile, and you are exactly the same as how I would play. Yes, I would definitely miss all of that. I would definitely miss all of that for sure. Okay, let's see if he's able to do anything. I could ram these guys as well. I do have a pretty good ram, and my ship is massive. Oh, there we go. There, look, we've got some fire on there. We got some fire on there. That's nice. Look at this. My guy is actually doing damage. Let's try to do some damage to this. Okay, yeah, that didn't really do much. Unfortunate. Okay. Oh, look at how cool this ship is, though. This is so cool. Okay. Okay, come on now. I need more of this. Thank you very much. Let's try and get over here. Do some quick damage. Okay, well, that was easy, wasn't it? Yeah, it was very, very simple. Okay, hopefully these fellows are going to be coming over here in just a moment. Oh, no, never mind. Okay, we've already got a little bit of a bridge here. Okay, do some damage. Yes, eliminate Borgar. I mean, don't eliminate Borgar, but eliminate, Borgar. Right? That's how it is? Yeah, I think so. Anyway, I'm gonna die here. I mean, that was very, very clear. I don't really mind. We just this ship just looks so cool. Look at it. Look at how cool this is. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I am very, very pleased we were able to find this. And indeed, I'm actually wondering whether... Ooh, I should look at the Azerai, yes. I should go into the Azerai port, and I should have a look and see whether they have some ships that are actually going to be super, super good too. And, oh, wait a minute. Look at this. We have more space? How do we have more space now? Huh. I'm actually wondering how we have more space. Is that because of the ship? That might be because of the ship. Anyway, as you can see, we do have another couple of ships that we can indeed take here. Very, very nice. Unfortunately, we are quite far away from pretty much any town that we can really go to. I could go to Sanala, obviously, which is probably the only one that we can go to right now. Let's hope that these other things... Oh, no, they're at 50%. Okay, they're absolutely fine. We are going to be able to sell these for probably about 16,000, 17,000, something like that, which is very, very good. That's going to keep us afloat for a little bit longer, and indeed, it's going to give me an opportunity to take a look at the port and see what kinds of ships the Azerai have available, because I didn't look at them. And I would like to check them out real quick, see if they have anything that is going to be of interest to us. Sell that, sell that, sell that. There we go, 10,000. And just repair these. And there we have it. Okay, so that was, yeah, what was that? 16,000 or something like that, I think? Yeah, I think that was 16,000. So we're just going to go here, sell all of this. I don't think any of this is actually going to be that good for us. So I'm just going to sell all of it. There we go. And obviously, yes, look at this. Jewelry and walrus tusks and oil and indeed grapes as well. Wow, massive amounts of grain, actually. I don't really want the grain, thank you. And yeah, unfortunately, they didn't really have a huge amount in the way of actual trade goods, and instead they mostly had food, which I suppose is fine, but yeah, I have 61 days worth. I don't really need that, but yeah, 16,000, that's pretty nice. There you go, 16,000 plus about 16,000, so we got 32,000 basically from our little excursion here. And they have Sandbox. Okay, so they basically have medium. Oh, wait. They have whoa. Okay, they have one of these. This is a heavy ship as well. It is not as good, I think, as the other one. Wait. Let's have a look here. 130,000. 270. Okay, we have an insanely heavy ship right now. And I think that's going to be the best one for ramming. I'd love to be able to do a ram that's actually going to be somewhat damaging, but for some reason I have not been that successful with it. I think we have to approach from the side a little bit more. We have to outmaneuver our opponents instead of just going straight on in versus them. I think that's probably going to make all the sense in the world. Okay, so the problem is, these tactics things are not really going to be helping me that much. They will be obviously helping once we get back onto land, but at the moment, not so much. Okay, so as I said before, we're going to just increase our endurance here, and then we'll just increase our athletics. And I think I should probably go and recruit some people, so I'm going to do that. And yeah, then we'll just set sail. I'm not going to do the tournament or anything like that. I am too interested in fighting against the Western Empire, because I did see a handful of vassals of theirs, and it would be fantastic if we could go into our first vassal battle and actually see what they're all about. We have another convoy. Ooh, do I want to fight the convoy? I mean, we're going to get a lot of money for that, but do we gain enough renown for it? Not really. Renown is a bit limited in regards to fighting against them, so I wouldn't mind seeing if we can fight against maybe the coastal patrol. Do they have a lot of people there? Do they have a lot of good people? I don't know. It doesn't seem like it. All right. Well, the question remains, do we have any vassals around here? I did see some. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Okay, so it actually looks as though we have our Dromon ship here, our Righteous Triumph, completely 100% upgraded now, as you see here. And indeed, I'm not entirely sure if I could go for anything better, to be honest. I don't know. I guess it just depends on what you want to do, but generally, every single thing that I have here looks to be very, very nice. So I'm thinking what we're going to do now is we're going to go in against this convoy right here. I did just fight a pack of Corsairs, just auto-resolved against them very, very easily. And we're going to say, I want everything you've got. There we go. Okay, so what we're going to do this time is I am actually going to go for a ram. Now, normally I would say that you'd need to ram from the side, and that's the reason why we're not being that effective. Ah, here we go. This might actually be super, super good for us now. So what we're going to do is we're going to try it. Okay, we're going to just lower the sails. This is going to be kind of difficult to do, considering this ship is literally one of the most unwieldy ships I've ever seen. It's so incredibly heavy, 270,000. I've never seen another ship like this. And and by the way, in Danustica, just right there, it had a number of other ships that were basically heavy vessels. They had, 100,000, 97,000 each, and these things, they are nowhere near as heavy as this particular hull, which is pretty crazy. So yeah, anyway, we're going to try to go for a ram here. I'm going to just go straight for the right one, I guess, because the middle one is currently being attacked quite significantly. So let's see what we could do here. Nice little ram. Nice. Oh, that was a weak one? How was that a weak one? Come on. That doesn't make... Oh, I guess that makes sense. Because considering I wasn't actually hitting them from the side. If I had hit them from the side, it would have been a different story, I think. But we have... Well, I think we did a lot of damage. I mean, we did 4,400 damage. I don't know how much HP the hull of these particular things have. So it could very well be that maybe they're very, very close to being eliminated. I mean, as I say, generally taking ships prisoner, or should we say capturing ships, that's definitely going to be much, much better for you to, well, make money. But, yeah, I mean, the way it is right now, I feel like that was just too fun, you know? That was just way, way, way too fun to say no. Unfortunately, now, because our the wind is like in front of us and it's you know, blowing in our face, it's going to take a lot of time for us to get around here. Hopefully my ballista will actually start firing again. Yeah, we could try boarding. I guess we'll try boarding and see if I can get to the suitable athletics skill. And yeah, obviously this is going to be kind of interesting, actually, because obviously these guys could have potentially done some damage to us with their ship. They technically could have gone for a ram, but I'm not entirely sure if that would have damaged them more than us. Because if you think about it, we have a very, very large ship right now, and generally a large ship is probably going to be able to do more damage to a smaller ship in that case. Not sure. Depends on the speed, I guess. Depends on the speed of the opponent. Nice damage. Wow, nice. Okay, very, very good. And indeed, I can jump. Yep. There we go. Whew. Nice, nice, nice. I like it. Let's get some damage on here. Okay, now all we need to do... Okay, I think I'm going to have to jump. Oh! Oh, look at me! Oh, look at me! Oh, look at my legs! I'm dangling! Oh wait, no, never mind. He's gone rigor mortis. He's had rigor mortis implied now. Yes, there we go. Okay. That is too funny. That is hilarious. I love it. Okay, so yeah, we were able to obviously achieve victory. Very, very funny there though. And I think I did get to 175. Yeah, my athletics skill leveled up quite dramatically, I think. I think I also... Yes, look at that. We are gaining roguery skill too. That's obviously perfect. We want that. We want that as much as possible. Okay, now the question is, what do the Azurai level up into to get crewmen? They level up... I see. They do not have infantry. Oh, no, they do have infantry. Never mind. I was actually... looking at the wrong thing there. Okay, they do have infantry, but they also have archers that can go on the waves. So you can see here they do have mariner type archers. Okay, so we need to make them into light archers. So tribesmen, then light archers. Tribesmen, light archers. There we go. Okay, that's absolutely fine. Then we can just take all of this. Obviously, because we are right next to a town, I can literally just go straight on in here. Danustica, I can even show you the ships that are available here, and literally just show you the comparison between what we have and between what is actually available here, which is pretty amazing. You can see here that, as you see, look at the weight, 136,000, right? 136,000, 133,000, and they're all basically the same kind of ship. And these are all heavies, obviously. And then you have this one as well, which is also 143,000. This is a Dramachion hull. And obviously I'm using a Dromon hull. So that's the reason why we have such a heavy vessel and why the ramming speed is so, well, should we say the ramming damage should be really, really high. Obviously, if you are able to ram properly, then you're going to have a good time. I obviously didn't really pull off the ram that well, even though it was fun. You know, it was a lot of fun to do that. And indeed, look at that. We got a new helmet. Nice. Okay, so now we can actually just sell all of this stuff as well. And whoa. Actually, quite a lot. And we can even sell some grapes for a decent amount. And look at that. We're getting 19,000 from that. We still have 55 days worth of food. Very, very good. And I think I will actually recruit some people from here. Yeah, why not? And yeah, we can then just set sail. So I still, unfortunately, haven't found any vassals, but I just wanted to talk to you about the whole, you know, extra ships being available there, the extra hulls, and so on and so forth. And this is the only really heavy ship that I've seen so far. And obviously, we are starting to gain our HP back, which is HP? No. Well, we are gaining our HP back, yes, but we are starting to gain our money back as well, because we did have, obviously, 170,000 before we purchased this, but I think it's worth it, don't you think? I think it's worth it. Obviously, I did lose some roguery skill as well from, you know, having to reload and everything, so I might have to do a couple of hideouts as well, but obviously, I'm not sure if I'm going to show all of that anymore, because it is quite slow. I'm not sure if you like seeing that or not, but anyway, I am going to be... Oh, wait, why am I sticking around here? I thought this was Zeonica for some reason. Okay, yeah, we're just going to go over there, and we'll see if we can find some vassals. You'll answer to the Lord of Zeonica, then. I'll take that chance. Men, attack. And indeed, we are now going to be attacking not a vassal, unfortunately, but we will be attacking a coastal patrol. I'm not entirely sure what this is going to really do, but I'm kind of hoping that what it will do is bring a vassal out of hiding, and we might be able to get something going on that. I'm only hoping that that is going to be the case. Hopefully, we can make something happen with that. If not, then so be it. But I did, as I said, I did see some vassals. They had around 100 troops. It would have been amazing if we could have gone into a battle against them, but they have now disappeared for some reason. I don't know why. But this is obviously going to give us a good opportunity. You know what? I'm actually going to want... I personally would like to use the ballista. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I will actually just do this, because I don't really want this guy to waste all of the ammunition, even though I'm not really sure how I'm going to really do this myself. Did I do it? Did I do it? Oh, okay. What? All right. Oh, okay. Apparently I'm a natural with this for some reason. I'm not sure how that's working, but okay. Okay. Didn't really ram them. Didn't really ram them at all, even though I was kind of attempting to do it, but not really, I guess not really, in the grand scheme of things. Okay, so let's just slow down and attempt to board them. That was absolutely fantastic, though. We leveled up our engineering skill dramatically, so it just goes to show ballistas in this situation, yes, actually pretty nice. Not bad at all, if I do say so myself. Now let's just attempt boarding here. Gonna get off. Here we go. Okay, nice. Whoa, Borgar leveled somehow? How did he level? I have no idea, no clue. Okay, jump. Yeah, jump. There we go. Nice. Okay, perfect. Perfect. This is where we want to be. Absolutely perfect here. Oh, do we want to be here? Yeah, we did, but yes, I actually forgot to tell my people to charge, so it's probably a good idea to do that. As you can see, there's still someone on the... Is he going to shoot that? Is he going to shoot that? That would be hilarious to shoot that at that one guy. Okay, let's just try and eliminate this fellow. I wanted to kill that guy, actually, but oh well, never mind. This fellow is seemingly holding his shield up quite dramatically. But that's okay. We can hopefully deal with him. It's actually very, very challenging to hit people with ranged weapons when the ships are going up and down. You know, you've got the ocean waves to kind of make that a little bit trickier. And indeed, I believe that's it. Yep, I believe that's it. Wow, we lost basically no one. 6 of our people ran away? Are you serious? 6 of our people ran away. How? We've got 79 in morale right now. Okay, that's kind of weird. All right, let's take a look at these guys. Okay, so these are the fellows right here that we just fought against. They can level up from Train infantrymen. Oh, from basically everything. Okay, I see. So as long as they're an infantryman, they can go into shipmates immediately, which I think we will probably do. So infantryman is the way to go here. And oh, nice helmet. Okay, oh, nice cape as well. Totally worth it. 100% worth it right here. As well as the hooked javelins. The hooked javelins are going to be amazing. Very, very nice. And indeed, I did actually get a new companion as well, by the way. So this is a medic companion. She actually has 107 medicine, which is exceptional. Usually, I don't get particularly lucky when it comes to finding medicine companions for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, she's definitely going to come in mighty handy here. Let's just give her some of these. I will want to give her a shield as well. There you have it. Do we want to give her this? Yes, we do. And some new gloves. There we are. Okay. She does need some new boots too. Okay, fantastic. So we will take the rest. And we'll move on. There we go. All right. And we do actually get the ability to take one of these. I guess that's okay. I mean, I'm not entirely sure if I really want to make the journey all the way back over to Sanala. I guess I should. But yeah, I really want to draw some of these vassals out of hiding, because I feel like that would be so fun. It just feels to me like they don't really use the ocean that much. I did see, as I say, I did see 2 of them, so I'm hopeful. Oh, well, we actually got pretty lucky with this ship, to be honest. This is literally the only one they had, and it sells for 9,500, which is actually kind of insane. So pretty happy with that. We can just repair the rest of our ships, sell all of this for a tidy profit. There we go, 2,800, and we're doing pretty nicely. Look at that. We're doing pretty nicely. We're running around with 120,000 in cash. We are at war against 2 factions, but obviously they can't really do much against us because we are literally the ruler of the waves, are we not? Yes, we are the ruler of the waves. And indeed, we can now get Shattering Blow once again. And let's actually see, is there anything else that I do want to get more Mariner skill, so I'm thinking we're probably going to do that. I'd like more Roguery as well, though. Yeah, let's just do Mariner skill for the moment. Okay, I'm going to look for vassals. Let's hope we can find some. Okay, so I'm actually doing something a little bit sneaky here. I'm trying to stalk this vassal right now. Unfortunately, you do need to disembark. That's a bit of a problem for me personally, because what's going to happen is if I disembark right here, I have no horses, right? I have no horses, and I'm also carrying over 150... Oh, I do have actually more land troops. Never mind. Okay, I actually thought that I was over capacity on that, but never mind. Okay, let's try it then, shall we? So this is how disembarking works. Let's try it out. We're disembarking. There we go. Okay, so we've now disembarked. There's my vessel, and now I can literally run around just by, you know, doing random things. I am going to try and attack this vassal in a second. There we go. Okay, that was a grave mistake, Lysica. And we're going to see if we can maybe... well, here's the thing. This is the first time I'm actually going into a battle on land in quite some time. And we actually have a proper army now in comparison to having, well, a bunch of, you know, ramshackle recruits and things like that. So I'm kind of a bit worried and a little bit concerned about what's going to happen here. We are going to be we're going to hold fire for the moment. We're going to hold fire because I don't want my forces to consistently throw their axes. Because what that's going to do is that's just going to delay the inevitable massacre that is going to take place. Because obviously, here's the thing. I feel like we should probably play with these guys like they're skirmishers, rather than, you know, them being, you know, anything else. Because they generally do have, well, ranged weapons. They have ranged weapons, so it makes sense, right? It makes sense for them to actually use those in comparison to, you know, well, we want to try to make them as effective as possible. That's basically what I'm trying to say here. We want to make them as effective as we can. And actually, what are they doing? What are they doing right now? Look at these guys. This is kind of strange. They're going through the water. That is kind of interesting. Okay, I guess what I could do is I could try for a snipe. Nope. That's not going to work. Not like that, at least. Okay, my guys are over there. That's pretty good. Yeah, my fellows are literally just going to destroy this guy. I mean, they've got spears and stuff like that. I mean, look at that. They literally stop them in their tracks. Very, very nicely. Nice. Not nice. Only hit the horse. Unfortunate. Okay, let's actually start moving my forces over here. We could probably put them into a shield wall. I didn't really want to do that yet because they move so slowly in shield wall. And I kind of... yeah, you know what? Yes, we are going to move a little bit closer. And then we're going to allow them to use their throwing axes. And we'll see how that goes. Maybe it's going to go nicely. Nice, there's the snipe. That's what I was talking about. That's what I'm saying. You can snipe really, really effectively with these thrown weapons. I absolutely love them in this case. They really do so much damage. And indeed, okay, let's make our way forward. And I will be telling them to fire at will in just a moment. May even go for a loose formation, not sure. Just to give them some more space. Yeah, hit the shield. Okay. Let's tell them to hold fire. Not hold fire. Let's tell them to fire at will now. And we will just continue to tell them to move forward ever so slightly here. Yeah, we are gonna start taking some pretty hefty damage here as well, because these guys do have thrown weapons too. But they have javelins. Okay, are they okay right now? Can we tell them to face them properly now? Yeah, maybe. Nice damage. Ooh, that was actually pretty nice. Considering this is an axe, and axes are extremely difficult to use on horseback, I mean, really, come on now. That's pretty decent. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. I think we could probably tell them to charge now, can't we? Yeah, so these guys, apparently they didn't want to use their throwing axes. For some reason. They didn't want to use their throwing axes at all in the advancing stage when I told them to fire at will. That's kind of strange. Alright, well, I guess that's fine. Guess we don't have to worry about it too much. I am going to probably die here. Maybe. My armor is actually a lot better now, so maybe I'm actually going to live a little bit longer here. That's not too bad. And indeed, there you go. There's the victory. So this is basically what it's like to fight against a vassal. But obviously, we completely dominated this, despite the fact that we did end up losing 3 people. One was a recruit, one was a Sturgian crewman, and the other one was a berserker. So I suppose it's not too bad. But we did get 4.5. Really, only 4.5 renown? It feels like not that much. Do not expect mercy. Off with your head. Can we actually execute straight away? Is that true? I'm going to try it. That is an outrage. You can't treat your prisoners this way. All the other lords will hate your guts for it, and my family will never forget this. Okay, fine then. You are my prisoner now. Okay, so the reason why I don't want to do any executions yet is primarily because we need to marry someone. I haven't forgotten about that. Yes, I haven't forgotten about it. So we will need to do that quite soon. Otherwise, we're going to have some issues. You know, we're going to have some pretty big issues. We're going to go for the light archer. Yes, light archer. And then the infantryman. There we go. I actually need to get rid of some people here because otherwise I'm not going to have enough space for some reason. Yeah, I guess we'll just do something like that. There we go. And we do have a number of prisoners that I can take as well. There we go. Let's move forward. Legendary harpoon. Wow. It's got less damage. It's got more missile speed though, so I assume that makes up for the damage loss. Is that true? I don't know. I guess we'll see. I guess we'll find out sometime soon. Alright, so let's have a look. Among the loot from your last battle, you discover a vat of fine wine from Takutus. You know that you could sell it for a considerable sum, but your men just risk their lives and don't seem inclined to pocket silver tomorrow for a drink today. Keep it to sell, telling your men that the money will be spent on keeping them safe, or smash the top off the amphora and let them drink their fill. Alright, so let's have a look. What are we going to get? Well, getting one wine does not really do anything for me at this point. So I will just smash the top of it and let them drink their fill. We're already disorganized, so it doesn't really make much difference to me. Now, we are going to try and get away from here, because otherwise we are going to get absolutely destroyed by this army. I would have liked to have fought both of those, if at all possible, but yeah, that's not going to happen. We did level up our riding skill very, very nicely here as well, which is super, super nice. So let's get veterinary right there. And we'll also probably get nomadic traditions. I think that probably makes the most sense, considering we need as much speed as possible in this situation. Lead by example, of course, we're going to get that again. And yeah, let's see if I can get back onto my ship. Yes, I can. There you go. Oh, and it's easy. It's instant. Oh, okay. Okay, so this is going to be our big challenge here. This is going to be us against the, well, the cultural stylings of Mr. Ammonon. He is indeed an Empire vassal, and he has 87 troops. 87 troops available for battle. And for me personally, I feel like, yes, we should probably be tackling him. I would like to actually fight against slightly larger opponents, but I'm just not finding them. The only thing that I'm finding is a very, very large army of 300 and something. And I don't think I can really handle those just yet. I think we probably will be able to at some point in the future when we have slightly larger armies, slightly more high-tier troops. But as it stands right now, I don't really want to be like, oh yes, let me go in here and immediately face defeat. That sounds like a good plan, doesn't it? Yeah. Because I don't really have that much in the way of strategy that I can really do, because we only have Huskarls, or, well, we only have infantry, basically. I have 42 Huskarls, 16 Berserkers, 13 Hearthguards, and 18 Shield Companions. And from my perspective, I feel like we should probably be going for a couple more archers, but Nords are not the best at archery. They are actually pretty solid, to be honest. I've seen their stats, their archer stats, and they're not bad. They are quite a bit worse than Battanian Fian champions, of course, but we have to remember that they are the noble troop line. They are the noble troop line for the Battanians. So it is very much expected for that particular unit to be very, very good at what it does. Now, I would like to snipe if I can. I'm not sure if I'm... Oh, they have a lot of archers, actually. They have a lot of archers. So I guess what we're going to do is we're probably going to put them into a shield wall formation again. I'm going to tell them to hold fire once more, just because I don't want them to open themselves up or anything like that. And indeed, we are going to be putting them into a shield wall around about now. There we go. We could probably tell them to engage here if we wanted to as well. Shall we tell them to engage? Let's tell them to engage. Let's actually see what happens, because I hope that they're not going to lower their shields or anything like that. Okay, that's good. So, yeah, hopefully this is going to work out. Or they're just going to skirmish with us infinitely, and they're just going to kill us all that way, which could potentially happen. Nice snipe. Maybe we could get another one. Yep, there's a little bit of extra damage there. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Obviously, I would be getting so much more riding skill right now if I actually had any focus points in it, which is, you know, a little bit irritating, but that is what happens when you focus on other things. When you're focusing on doing naval combat and all this wonderful stuff, it really does make a big difference. Obviously, you know, if I was playing normally, I'd probably have spec'd quite a bit into riding skill. Nice headshot right there. That's what we want to see. Yeah, I want to kill Ammonon if at all possible, but unfortunately he's kind of at the back there in a bit of an awkward position. And so if I try to force it, it's more than likely I'm just going to miss. Like that, for example. I did just get hit on the way. Yeah, I did hit him, 84 damage. That's more than enough, I suppose. And we can maybe just do some damage with our one-handed here. Just kind of... Should I just tell my forces to charge? It feels to me like I should just tell them to charge, to be honest. At this point, it just doesn't make much sense for them to remain in shield wall, because we're just getting absolutely massacred otherwise. The archers of the opponent just have our number dialed in. And that's generally the reason why sometimes I think, hey, you know what? Some of this tactics stuff, it doesn't really pay off in comparison to literally just having, you know, aggression. We have aggression, you know, under our belts and in their faces, and we are thrusting it in them. and they are just taking it, and that's all that they can really do. You know, that's all they can really do. We just have to make sure we have the greatest possible offensive push, thrusting into everyone. Yeah, that's basically what it comes down to, doesn't it? Yeah. But yeah, you can see here, obviously, we are absolutely fine. We did end up losing 6 people. Again, the reason why we're not... well, the reason why we're losing so many is literally just because my medicine skill... Well, shall we say, our companion's medicine skill is only about 100. So, yeah, losing quite a few people as a result of that. But we don't really end up losing that many Huskarls, which is pretty nice. We did end up losing 2 Hearthguards, 2 Berserkers, and 1 Shield Companion, which is kind of bad, actually. Anyway, we'll just say, prisoners, yes, we'll take him prisoner. And actually, what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of sorting here. So I'm going to take Ammonon, obviously, and we'll take all the highest tier prisoners, and then we'll just move on. And Imperial shipmates, there we go, very nice. We have a rusty cavalryman shirt. That's probably going to be good for someone here. I'm assuming, yeah. Oh, wow, no, she's actually doing completely fine in regards to her chess piece. I actually thought that she would be able to use this quite dramatically, but no, apparently not. Apparently she doesn't need anything. Okay, well, let's just buy all that. There we go. Or should we say take all of that? And then, yeah, this is where we currently are. Again, yes, I literally had to chase him all the way from over here because I saw him from the coast of Ortisia. And I was like, oh, yes, do you want to come over here into the ocean? The water's fine. The water's fine. And he was like, no. He was like, no, I'm running this way. And I thought, oh, really? That's very sad. That's very sad indeed. All right, so our ships have taken no damage so far, which is actually kind of staggering. Kind of a bit weirded out by that, but yeah. Anyway, we'll just sell all of this for... Oh, nice. We can actually get a nice little flag there. And we are getting 11,000, which is pretty good in my opinion. Just a nice, quick, easy amount. And we are also obviously going to be selling our prisoners for another 6,500. We also have this guy right here. This guy is an... Are you thinking what I'm thinking? This guy's an Iron Belly. This guy's an Iron Belly. If you don't know anything about the Iron Bellies on my channel, they are legendary. I'm not sure what it is, but whenever I create my own faction and I make one of these guys into a vassal, they are unstoppable. They literally just destroy everything in their path. I don't know why that is, but I'm kind of wanting to recruit him just for that fact. Let's do it. I want to see what he's like, because let's face it, if we actually do get the opportunity to create our own faction at some point in the near future, which would be very, very nice. I mean, as you can see, I do need another 100 renown, which is going to take us quite some time to get there, unfortunately, unless I can get into some actual proper vassal battles like we just did. I think we did get a decent amount for that, but once we do that, we are going to be absolutely fine, and everything is going to go very, very swimmingly. Haha, if you'll excuse the pun. Anyway, that is going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.